Let's talk about goals. Is there a right way to write goals and a not so right way to write goals? Hi, I'm Claire Chancellor from Be Your Purpose Coaching. Today, what I want to share with you are my tips and my secrets when it comes to writing down goals so it makes it a lot easier to manifest. Now, goals are an integral part of coaching. When you've got a coach and client working together, they both need to be on the same page to better understand how will you know, what will you see, hear, feel, experience when you know that that goal is achieved. Now, when it comes to the actual task of writing down a goal, there are some key things to remember. Now, I want to go over the steps that I use to ensure that when I'm manifesting a goal, I know that it is as clear as possible. I want the universal energy. I want to manifest those goals in so much easier than doing anything the hard way, right? When it comes to manifesting works when we're in that uplifting, receiving mode. So that sense of fulfillment, satisfaction, appreciation. And so it doesn't really matter if you want to manifest that experience of being in your brand new car, owning your home, traveling all over the world. As long as we can identify what is the sense, the satisfaction in being able to achieve those goals, we are we are on our way to manifesting that. So when I start off with a client, I will always send them a questionnaire to identify what are their goals. Now, I want them to dream big, bigger the better, because when it comes to manifesting goals, I want to better understand what is the really big vision so that we can get down and dirty and work out what is going on that's keeping that thing from occurring. Like, you've got that desire for a reason. What is getting in the way of that showing up? And I did have a client once who did want that beach waterfront home. And when we worked through the coaching scenario of what that would give her, we understood that the resistance that was in place was there was this fear, this undercurrent of that going away. Somewhere in her past, the thing that she wanted got taken away. And so there's this energy in place that's stopping her from having what she wants for the fear of losing it. Now, when we could do some coaching and resolve and dissolve that fear, the fear of giving herself permission to know what she wants, once we could get rid of that resistance, those promotions and everything else started to show up. The opportunities started to show up because the fear wasn't in place. The goals could start to show itself. And of course, that manifesting, she got the desire, she got the outcome that she wanted. Manifesting is that process of preparing your mind, your body, your spirit for what's to come. Manifesting is not actually receiving it, it's the preparation. Manifesting is the journey. So in that journey, we need to make sure that the goals are written so that you can achieve them. This morning I was working with a client who wanted to build her own coaching business. She wanted to work with people who had long-term achievable goals. They that they were completely invested in the outcome that they wanted. Now, this gave me a little bit of a red flag because the goal that she had in mind was to work with people who had long-term investment. Now, how does she know when she's achieved that goal? Other people are involved now. The measure is got other people involved. Do we have to keep tabs on them to know whether or not that they're achieving long-term goals, to know that my goal or my client's goal is a success? Do you see what I'm saying here? Like, we're not going to be dependent on other people to be part of that measure. If I was an accountant and I had the goal that I wanted my boss to tell me that I'm doing a good job, there's no amount of showing up early enough, giving enough, doing enough, being enough to be able to achieve that goal, because the goal's outcome is dependent on somebody else's validation. And so that goal is written incorrectly. I would rewrite that goal to say that I know that I'm showing up feeling fulfilled at work. I'm getting the job done. I'm getting that sense of satisfaction. I'm working towards that promotion. I'm working towards, having that investment portfolio. They're all things that I can validate and say, yes, I've achieved them, rather than waiting for somebody else to do something to know that I've got what I want. This is a really, really big, important part of goal setting. And while many NLP coaches go straight to the SMART model, That is to, make sure that it's measurable, that it's achievable, that it's within the time limits. The thing that we need to know is that with your goal, can you achieve it? Can you give yourself that sense of validation that you've completed what you set out to? When I send clients my goals questionnaire, it goes down from that it starts at that surface level. What do you want? What do you want? And so people might write on that, I want the business of my dreams, might want my car, might want my house, whatever that is. And then the next question after that doesn't go to goal number 2. It goes to why. What will that give you? And so maybe that business will give you a sense of freedom from a job that previously you felt trapped in. And then what will that give you? Well, that will give me my own personal identity in what I can do, be my own boss. And then the questionnaire goes into, and then what will that give you? And it'll give you that sense of upliftment, that satisfaction, that freedom. So with that type of questioning, to be able to drill it down, identifies where is all the limitations, what are the weeds that need to be pulled out of your garden before, before that goal starts to achieve itself. So then, of course, my questionnaire will go into goal number 2. What's the next thing that's next important, and why, and why, and why? And being able to drill down to better understand what's stopping you from having exactly what you want. Now, once you know what you want, once you know how to say yes to the things that are within alignment to what you want, life becomes a lot easier. People may give you the suggestion, do you want to go out for dinner here, or do you want to stay home? And it's like, well, what will give me the most sense of upliftment rather than people pleasing? It may be going out for dinner, it may be staying home. But once you have that level of awareness of what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, it makes it a lot easier to make decisions, to know that you're dedicated to creating the outcome that you want. And so checking in with yourself. What are your goals at the moment? What do you really, really want? What's going to give you that greatest sense of satisfaction, that fulfillment? If you want that 6, 7, 8 figure business, it's absolutely achievable. We just got to get rid of the resistance on why you don't have it now. If you want that fast car, again, you can have it. I've seen it, and it's just about matter of working out, what does that thing represent for you, and how are you holding yourself back from having that? One more point on that. If you want that car, that external thing outside of you, and you have a look at that material thing, what does it represent? Does it represent a sense of power? I'm not going to use that word upliftment again, but sense of power, security. Is that what that car gives you? Because if you want it, it's there for a reason. But it also indicates to us that within you may be a level of power imbalance, lack of security within yourself. That's why you want it so much. And that's why it's not here, is because there's that needy kind of energy rather than that certainty, satisfaction. I hope I'm making sense here, because it's really important when it comes to you writing down your goals, setting the intention, manifesting, co-creating with the universe. It is a lot of fun. But at the same time, there is going to be a level of discomfort to remove the old identity so you can step into that new identity. It's a whole new story, and it's a whole lot of fun when it starts to show itself. I'm Claire Chancellor from Be Your Purpose Coaching. I look forward to seeing you achieve your goals. Bye.